Welcome to Euverify. If you sell packaged goods into the EU, a new law called PPWR applies to you from the 12th of August 2026. Here's exactly what it means and how to get compliant on this platform. Quick context. Euverify is your compliance partner in the EU and UK, CE and UKCA marking, GPSR, cosmetics, medical devices, and Authorised Representative services. PPWR, Packaging and Packaging Waste Regulation, Regulation EU 2025-40, is the newest piece. The same idea GPSR applies to your product, applied to your packaging. It asks for 2 documents, self-declared, no external notified body, a signed Declaration of Conformity, and the technical documentation behind it. One mix-up to clear up immediately. This is not EPR. Extended Producer Responsibility, a separate National Recycling Scheme registration. Who needs this? Food and drink brands, cosmetics and personal care, anyone selling on Amazon, Etsy, eBay or Shopify into the EU, importers, private label brands, and non-EU brands with no EU presence. If you place packaged goods on the EU market, this is you. This is where PPWR lives on our website. Worth a look before we go into the app because it's a clean summary of everything we're about to actually do. Every packaging unit sold in the EU now needs a compliance file under the Packaging and Packaging Waste Regulation, EU 2025-40. Euverify generates your Declaration of Conformity, technical documentation, and readiness report, included with your plan, no expertise needed. And on cost, there's no separate tier for PPWR. If you're already on a plan for GPSR products, a packaging type just uses 1 slot in that same product family limit, alongside whatever you've already got there. And if you're coming to Euverify for PPWR alone, no other products yet, these are still your plans. You're just counting packaging types against that same limit instead. Either way, it's included, not an add-on. If you don't have an account or manufacturer details set up yet, pause here and watch our onboarding guide, linked in the description. This assumes that's done. This is your dashboard, compliance status at a glance, and this banner is your way in if you haven't started PPWR yet. Once you have, PPWR packaging becomes a permanent sidebar entry between products and manufacturer details. Quick orientation. This page covers all your Authorised Representative appointments, not just PPWR. If you've already got one set up for GPSR or CE marking, that's what these top 2 cards are. PPWR gets its own dedicated section further down the same page because it's a separate legal role. This is a separate role from your existing GPSR or CE Authorised Rep, specific to packaging, under Article 17, EU only. No UK equivalent exists for this one. I'll just read this because it's clearer than I'd paraphrase it. Euverify will hold your dossier and technical documentation for authorities, 5 years for single use, 10 years for reusable, provide them on request, in an accepted language within 10 days, and cooperate with authorities on corrective measures. Euverify cannot draw up your technical documentation. The law reserves that for you, that's what the PPWR wizard is for. And EPR producer registration and eco-fees, coming soon as a separate obligation, will notify you at launch. Why appoint one at all? It's optional under Article 17, but without an EU presence, authorities have no one in the EU to obtain your documents from. If that's you, click Review and Sign. A one-time e-signature, one mandate covers all of your packaging. You don't sign this again per packaging type. 2 things worth reading right here because the app says them better than I can. This is conformity documentation, not EPR registration. That's the mix-up we flagged at the very start. And here's the platform drawing the same line, in writing. And second, you are the declarant. Euverify builds the tool. You're the one who signs. 1 rule before we click in, 1 record per packaging type, not per SKU. 10 flavours shipping in the same bag is still 1 record. If your product has more than 1 packaging layer, a jar inside a box inside a shipping case, each layer gets its own record. Step 1 confirms who's responsible. Your manufacturer details are pulled in automatically. Nothing to retype. That's a genuinely useful test if you're not sure. It comes down to whose name is on it, not who owns the factory. For us, it's yes, we design it and place it on the market ourselves. Name the record, coffee bag, 250 grams, and Euverify auto-generates a reference number. 6 formats total: sales, grouped, transport, e-commerce, service, and primary production. Our coffee bag is what the end customer unwraps, so sales packaging. Single use for us. That sets a 5-year retention clock we'll see again in a couple of steps. Add a short description and, optionally, a photo. 3 rows for our bag: the pouch body, the paper label, the zip strip. Notice I'm leaving the pouch body's recycled percentage blank on purpose. Watch the panel on the right. It flags it, but it doesn't block anything. That's deliberate. This field isn't mandatory yet. It's collecting data ahead of the 2030 deadline. Total weight updates live, 10.5 grams. First check, heavy metals, capped at 100 milligrams per kilogram, combined. Not a number you measure yourself on camera. You're confirming it from what your suppliers already tell you. Select within limit. Second question, does this packaging touch food directly? Ours does, so watch what happens when I say yes. PFAS, forever chemicals, are banned above these limits in food contact packaging as of the 12th of August 2026, and the wizard won't let you generate a dossier without evidence you're under them. If you're watching this for a cosmetics, electronics, or apparel product, anything that doesn't touch food, you'd answer no here. This whole panel disappears and you move straight on. This is the one part of the wizard specific to food contact packaging. Attach your test report and the panel clears immediately. You can see the hard stop count on the right drop as soon as it's on file. And one nuance worth knowing, this doesn't freeze the wizard. You can finish every remaining step with this unresolved. It only blocks the final generate button at step 8. By 2030, your packaging has to be sized to the minimum necessary. The regulation's own language calls out double walls and false bottoms as exactly what this stops. For our bag, sized to product volume plus minimum seal margin. Film gauge reduced to the lowest grammage that passes our barrier and shelf life spec. Then tick whatever genuinely constrains going smaller. For a food pouch, that's product protection, and hygiene and food safety. This step's optional. If none of these apply yet, that's normal. Well, select EN 139427 since it's the general one for using European packaging standards. There's also an evidence upload right here, a test report or supplier declaration backing up whatever standard you picked. It's optional too. Skip it for now if you don't have one on hand. Your documents will still generate, and you can come back and attach it later. You don't type any of this. It's pulled automatically from the signatory you already set up under manufacturer details. Ours shows Marcus Vance, Vice President, United States, dated automatically. 5 years for single use, 10 if you'd picked reusable back in step 2. And Euverify tracks that automatically. Nothing for you to set a reminder for. Last screen, a full summary, and that EPR line again, one more time, because it's the single most common support ticket we get. If any hard stop were still open, this generate button would be grayed out. Ours is clear, so one click does the rest. One click, 3 documents. And this QR code is worth calling out on its own. Scan it, and anyone gets the packaging composition, the DOC and the tech docs. No login needed. Hand it straight to a retailer or an inspector. Your readiness score, a full requirement by requirement table, met, needs attention, blocking, or on the 2028 to 2030 roadmap. And that scope note again, in writing one more time. 8 fields, exactly as Annex 8 requires it, ending in an actual signature block with the name and title of whoever signed in step 7. And the technical file behind it, general description, materials, how it's used, standards applied, the minimization and recyclability assessments we just did, and any test reports on file. And if an authority needs a specific language, all 24 official EU languages are here. Everyone generated from the same data. Download one or the whole pack. Thanks for watching.